Do you remember this particular film? More specifically, do you remember this particular scene? Here, the students of Hogwarts, when they first time enter the school, the sorting hat is placed on them. And the hat decides their future, which house they will go into. Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, or whichever. Us Indians are in a similar kind of dilemma, where we have two options, rich or middle class. Indians today are getting vastly wealthy. And I like to back up my statement with some facts. The sale of luxury homes last year was at the all-time highest. And this number, by the way, is expected to increase twofolds. Mercedes in India had the record number of sales in 2022. Lamborghini has sold out all its cars in just the first 2 months of 2023. Audi expecting similar numbers. And to top this off, India has topped France and now become the biggest and the most lucrative marketplace for Scotch whiskey. It's true. Compared to 2021, India has seen a 77% growth in its number of millionaires. Now the question is, will you be a part of this growth? Or will you just witness other people getting rich? One very strong tool we have, stock markets. But for stock markets, you need to be extremely smart. Stock markets, bro, it's numbers. It's fancy words. For stock markets, you need the money. Why? Because only rich people make money here. For stock markets, you need to have contacts. Because stock markets is all manipulation, no? So you need to be influential to get the right information at the right time. These are some of the biggest misconceptions we have in our country. You know, the human mind is very interesting. We don't absorb logic, facts, data, as well as we absorb stories. We get emotionally connected to them. Think about it. If there's an anti-smoking campaign, and that campaign tells you, because of smoking, your probability of lung cancer will increase these many times. Because of smoking, your financial health will be affected by this percentile over these many years. Because of smoking, your lungs annually will get damaged by this degree. Do you care? No. Hence, we don't see such ads. What do we see? We see stories. We see stories of Mukesh. Truth be told, I think we've seen too much of the story. Similar to such stories, in stock markets, the same thing happens. We are sold stories. The story of cryptocurrency. We were told that the government, it controls the currency. The government overprints the currency. The currency is inflating, our currency is losing value by the day. Solution, Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin is limited. Its supply is controlled. It cannot be overcreated. Hence, it will hold its value. People believe the stories. But nobody told us that after several years, there would be 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies. Then how is cryptocurrency limited? How many of you know people who've invested in cryptocurrency with having little to no idea about it? Show me hands. Show me. How many of you know such people? So many of you. People don't invest in logic. People invest in stories. Another story was told to us, the story of digital platforms. We were told that companies like Paytm, Zomato, Nykaa, they will change the world. Why? Because they have data. Data on our behavior. When do we buy? When is the most time we buy? When is the best time? What we buy? Everything. We were told, we were convinced that companies that have this data will have the world on its fingertips. Am I right? Am I right? We believe those stories. What happened? We bought the stocks of these shares, of these companies, at ridiculous valuations, and after a year, all the big investors have sold out, and their current stock prices are nothing compared to what they were valued at. Am I saying cryptocurrencies will never do well in the future? Am I saying digital platforms will never do well in the future? Absolutely not. All I'm saying, I will not invest in them because I don't understand them. To quote Warren Buffett, you do not need to be an expert in every company. You just should be able to evaluate the companies in your circle of competence. How big or small your circle is, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is that you should know the boundaries of it. There's only one and only one rule to make money in stock markets, to become a legend in investing, and that rule is only to invest in businesses that you understand. वो business जो आपको समझ आए. Those businesses can be as simple as a FMCG business like Nestle or Hindustan Unilever, or as complex as a specialty chemicals business like Gujarat Fluorochemicals. I would like to share another real-time story with you in stock markets. In 2008, the subprime crisis, another story popped up. IT companies finished. IT companies are overvalued. Bhai, IT companies becho. It was complete chaos. We believe those stories. This is what happened to Infosys stock during that time. As you can see, during that time period, the stock price plummeted. Let's take a step forward and let's check the profits and revenues of Infosys at specifically this time. As you can see here, the profits and revenues have constantly increased. Let's take another example. TCS. Same situation, the stock price plummeted. But again, if I go a little deeper and just check their profits and revenues, it has increased. Ladies and gentlemen, people, they don't invest in logic. People invest in stories. And after this, all of us know that the stock prices of TCS, Infosys, have touched several all-time highs in their entire history. People who held these stocks are not financially free. They're not financially free, let me tell you that. Their next two generations are financially free. You know, there are two types of people in stock markets. Number one, people who understand the business with a simple and a logical point of view. They understand that any business can have an issue from short term to medium term. But they also understand in the long run, this business will outshine. And those kind of people, they are unaffected by the stories. The second type of people are those people who have no idea what the business does. Heck, they don't even know anything about the company after the company's name and the share price. They are the people who get affected by stories. They don't understand the business. They have zero conviction to hold the stock. And unfortunately, they are the ones who always come out of the loss or are still making loss-making stocks. And you know what is the most unfortunate part? They shout it out to the world. For stock markets, you need to be smart. For stock markets, you need money. For stock markets, you need to have contacts. Undoubtedly, the second type of people are in a clear majority. All of us, we've grown up hearing that one day India will be a superpower. Well, all of you sitting here, I would like to tell you that day has come and we are a global superpower. We are sitting in a country where our earning population is more than the dependent population till 2055. I want you to imagine the growth of consumption we are going to expect. I want you to imagine the amount of profits companies are going to make. I want you to imagine India. We are sitting in a country where our earning population has increased and their earning capacity has increased and their savings have increased. We are sitting in a country where people don't want to invest in gold and silver. Rather, they want to invest in the growth of their economy through stock markets. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting in a country where our stock index in the coming 4 years will cross 1 lakh points, and this is a statistical fact. I would like you to take you back to the scene. Here, when the sorting hat is placed on Harry, he is scared. Harry pleads the cap, please, Gryffindor, Gryffindor, I want Gryffindor, Gryffindor. The hat takes a pause and then shouts, Gryffindor! I would like to place this hat on you, where you have two options, my friends. Number one, be rich by investing in the growth of this economy, by participating in stock markets and taking your country forward. Second, be middle class, wherein people for their life try to save pennies and spend the entirety of their journey trying to find discount schemes. I trust you enough that you will make the right choice for yourself. Namaste.